All right, we're live here, Fatboy FadeAway Sports, Sunday morning, episode 236. Anybody out there listening live, welcome to the show here. Feel free to get in the comments, or the text line is open as well. I'll read anything over the text messages that come in too. I got Casey Breyer with me. He'll jump back on here. Tyler McGurk. Brian will be on in just a minute. And then our guy, Terrell from Rellism Sports Talk. He's back in the game. He's back with us. We've done a lot of podcasting over the years together, my friend. We kind of talked briefly before we got on, but how's everything in your world?
Hey, it's going great, man. Getting better each and every day. I'm so hyped to be here. Thank you for inviting me. Just now jumping back on. Next week, hopefully, I'm gonna have a bunch of shows on and some key figures in the making. So we'll see.
All right. I know. I feel like we've always done a few shows through Talking the Gridiron. With Jimmy there, you've jumped on a couple times with us. We've jumped on your show a couple times, so it's always been kind of a fun back and forth with that side of it. With you still got your producer rooting for the Mets. Is he over there doing his thing too? Is he?
Not here right now, but yeah, we in collab doing all kinds of stuff, crying together. I mean, can we hit a ball anymore? I mean, I don't even know what's going on.
That's all right. Hey, we might have loser of the week involving Yankees and Mets at this point this year. We might have something there at the. What's up, T? How you doing?
I'm doing well. Just celebrated my son's 13th birthday. Had a little
nice job.
Birthday.
Stomach's feeling a little off, but hey, here I am. Let's talk some sports.
Who celebrated more? You or
special guest? I had to be there.
Who celebrated more? You or Bentley? No, it's good. Maybe Tyler. A little too much. What's up, Case? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Yeah, finally got that thing figured out. I don't know, I got kicked off for a minute, but it's all right.
Yeah, your little sound thing there with it. Hey, so I was thinking for today, obviously we're a couple weeks. The first games, is it the 7th, I believe, or the 4th? I think that's what it is. Where you have the Niners or the Chiefs starting out week 1. There's you got the Eagles playing the Thursday night game. So we got football right around the corner here. I don't know. I feel like, Tyler, you kind of texted about it right before you came on. Was, for us, Terrell, the offseason NFL for me is a little slower. I enjoy the baseball off seasons. There's the NFL one for me. It's not until the product is actually there on week 1. It is a little. It's almost for me watching paint dry a little bit leading up to it. So I'm trying to come up with the best way to look at the off season as we kind of get into it. So Brian's not here, which is all right, but I wanted to ask you this to start off the show, because I felt like we had conversations when we were last on Talking the Gridiron. Do you believe in Brock Purdy yet, Terrell? Do you believe in Mr. Brock Purdy? Is that where it's at? Where are you at with it,
Nope.
Terrell?
I've already told you from the beginning. I told you this from the beginning, and now the ugly head will return. You're going to see everything now. Now that the weapons start disappearing and all these little nice toys and pieces start disappearing from the 49ers, we'll start to see how that big contract. You won't see it this year. It won't kick in until next year. But when you start paying somebody $50-some million, that I don't know if he can go win you a game by himself or not. We'll see. I doubt it. But I think you guys, 49ers are going to have a great year this year by their record states. But we'll get to that later, I'm sure.
So, yeah, I thought that was the way I wanted to start out right away, because of the Brock Purdy ammo that we've had on before this. So I know you've always been on more the other side of the fence with him than anybody else. We've talked about the quarterback's obviously the biggest position here with it. Brian, good morning. Good to see you out there, sir. I asked Terrell if he believed in Brock Purdy yet. That was the first question I had to ask him at this point. How you doing, Brian?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Good. I'm glad you jumped on here with it. Brian, see, I'm not the only one. I think Brian's still roasting me for comparing Brock Purdy to an early Derek Carr. So I'm getting roasted for that comparison still to this point. I'm getting roasted for that one. Case, do you believe in Purdy yet? He got the big contract. Is this the year for Brock? Is he showing he's a superstar?
I mean, I think he's a quality quarterback. Don't get me wrong. I think he's
superstar. Is he a superstar?
Hell no. That's way too much. There's only 4 superstars, and that's Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and maybe if you could throw in maybe a Matt Stafford from time to time, I guess. Aaron Rodgers when he was younger, but not now. Purdy, he's got some wheels, but this will be a true test though because he's lost a lot of wide receiver weapons. So this will be a kind of prove it year to say, all right, we gave you the bag, son. Now let's see if you can go out and prove it because this is time to do it. You're going to start losing pieces. So we'll see, man. I just don't think he's that legit as a certified superstar.
Tyler, I feel like you've defended Brock quite a bit over those last couple of years. Your thoughts?
I think Brock's great. Is he a superstar? No, not yet. He has to prove it still to be on the. I think he can win a Super Bowl with Brock Purdy. I don't think he's one of the top 4 guys like Casey mentioned before, and I don't think he ever will be one of the top 4 guys. He's physically limited, but as far as matriculating the ball down the field, he can do that, and he'll do it again this year, and he'll do it again for the next 5 years. I think he's legit.
So not a superstar then. Not of that.
He's going to have a good team around him, but I think he can build a good team around him very easily.
Well, like that's where like the Jalen Hurts comparison to me comes in. So is Jalen Hurts a superstar?
No.
But Hurts is better than Purdy, or?
Yeah, about even.
All right. Brian, is this the year? This Purdy's the year. He's superstar this year. Does he
I
get
think
that?
he's going to bounce back. He's going to have a better year than he did last year, I think. I don't know. I just think they're coming off the Super Bowl loss last offseason, so it's a long offseason. So I just think, he's going to bounce back, and he's going to be the Purdy that gets the ball out of his hand quicker to open receivers. And I think Pierre Saul's going to be the guy who takes the biggest leap out of any receiver this year. So
I am looking at him for fantasy, some late round like that. That is on the market. What I saw there. So I guess I felt like some of us shied away from So when I say like a superstar with the question, I mean he got paid to be a superstar. Like that's what he got paid to be for the Niners, to carry the load. And you're like, well, we got to have everybody around him. It's like, well, when your quarterback gets paid that much, you're expected to do more with less. So I feel like
I think you're making more out of this than it has to be, Darren. I think we can win a championship with Brock Purdy. I believe that. So
let me ask you this: if Geno Smith replaced Brock Purdy on the Niners, would you feel as confident?
No.
Okay, so we have a huge gap in terms of like the guys that we see it. All right, so then that's what I'm saying is Purdy. I get it. We're making big. The quarterback is the big deal though in the NFL. That's what I'm trying to say.
If you want to look at it like who's a superstar, I mean, Brock Purdy has a lot more playoff success than Lamar Jackson has. So, if you're saying that, I'm just being honest. So.
Well, that's what I want. I want some honesty here. I want to know where we're at with Brock as we enter this big year. I feel like for it.
That's a valid point, Brian. I'll give you that, man. I mean, at least he shows up for the playoffs. I mean, you can't say Lamar's not had a good team. So, I mean, I'll give you that, Brian. I'll throw some shade on that one. I'll agree with you.
Come on, Mark Andrews.
What are we agreed on here?
I don't think we are agreed.
Well, I mean, Brock's at least done it in the playoffs.
Like, is one better than the other because of this? Or, like, we changed our opinion?
I just want to know how much we believe in the guy. Like you sounds like you're like he'll matriculate the ball, so he's just a game manager. I mean, like that's I'm trying to understand where we're at with Brock Purdy here as we enter the big season for him.
I think the comparison to Jalen Hurts.
I believe in him. He's more than a game manager.
Yeah, Tyler, you were saying?
I think the comparison to Jalen Hurts, like Jalen Hurts has the Avengers around him, like Purdy had 2 years ago. Like, and there's that. And Casey, I think, rolled his eyes when I said I'd rather have. Or I think they're about even. So I think, like, do you think Jalen Hurts is way better than Brock Purdy?
I think he's just.
Because you can make the same excuses for why Jalen Hurts is winning as you did when Brock Purdy was putting.
I mean, he's been to 2 Super Bowls and won one of them. In the first Super Bowl that he lost, he would have been the MVP in it.
But he fumbled the ball away.
Oh, well, so did Christian McCaffrey. And I mean, football's going to happen.
Yeah, not if you're a superstar. Not if you're a legit great quarterback. You don't fumble the ball away. Joe Montana never fumbled the ball
Jim
away.
Kelly and Thurman Thomas would disagree.
Jim Kelly. I just think it's a big year for him. I said this a while back, leading up to where we were at. I just think it's a big year for him. Like last year, I thought he shows like he's hit or miss for me a little too much last year. Terrell, that's where I'm at with like. I'm just curious. I think he has the capabilities to do it, but I don't know. I feel like there's another level that I need to see from him. That I don't know. That's where I'm at with him. I think there's some overhype level too.
Don't give
you
me
want Brock to give you a Tacoma
Yes, I
Darren,
do.
how we want? You want
I want to do that. Go ahead, Terrell. Go ahead, Terrell.
As a fan of an organization that has not had many even halfway decent quarterbacks, sure, Brock Purdy would have been somebody I would have loved to have had, because we've never had anything, kind of like the Raiders,
Yeah.
different things like that. No
Mhm.
shots, just saying.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
at the end of the day, to be a 49ers quarterback, you got these legends above you that you're always be compared to. You never win and you don't win. I mean, Joe Montana had stars, Steve Young had stars. I mean, so Brock Purdy, you got your stars, go win. Go win. And if you never get that win, this is the year to do it. With the schedule they have, one of us could be the quarterback and you could go 10 and whatever with the schedule they have this year.
It is a little bit of a cake schedule, especially the ending of that. So I had one last thing, or one thing tonight as we transition to that, as you guys were talking about Purdy and how he's got everybody around him, and the other part of this, and Brian, you've been posting a lot about it on X, is that your love again for Shanny. Now the reality is they did have a last place finish last year. Is there any world where he's on the hot seat if they did get a last place again? Is there any? Is there any world where he's on the hot seat if they end up with them finishing with the worst record in the NFC West again? I still think we all could agree he's a great coach. He's a good offensive mind, but I don't know. I'm just curious if that's even a little possibility there with it. Terrell, you have any thoughts on Shady there?
Nah, he's good for this year. I mean, we're already talking about everybody being hurt already, and who is he gonna throw it to now? I mean, they're out here picking up our scrubs, Brian Robinson. So I think he's good for another year, especially with the easy schedule and with the injuries. He's already got built-in excuses. So he got at least this one more year before the hot seat.
Before the hot seat. All right. Tyler, any thoughts on that? Or I know you're full in on him, but if he was a last place finish again, you'd be a little shocked on that.
Yeah, you can't come in last 2 years in a row. I don't expect it to happen at all, but you'd be on the hot seat by the end of the year, that's for sure. I don't know if they get rid of him, but
yeah, I don't see it. I think he's like Steve Kerr. I think once you lose your good players, I mean, you're not as good as the coaches you're going to be, right? So I think he had that 1 year of where everyone got injured. I don't think you can question the coaching.
Yeah.
They're not good this year. They're going to be bad this year. They don't have any talent.
I don't think they're going to be that good this year, but I say that every year. So
it's like the sun rising and paying taxes, and Casey thinks Raiders will be better than the 49ers.
I've been saying it for the last 25 years. It hasn't happened. Well, except for 2, I think. So.
Brian, you're all in on Shanny this year. You're giving him, like last year you wrote him like Seabiscuit. This year you're saying we're gonna give him a little time. We're not gonna get on his case this year, right? That's where we're at.
It meant a lot to me as a 49ers fan for him to put last year on him. He said that to the media. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like he seems like in front of the media, he just seems like a more rejuvenated head coach that he's ready to go this year. And he just I'm just excited to see what kind of plays he draws up on the offense. And I actually think if the Niners keep having bad seasons, I would put Lynch more on the hot seat because he's the one who's drafting the players.
That's fair.
And Shanahan's just the coach. He's the guy who's coaching him up and stuff. So,
man, Pinocchio couldn't dance without his master, Brian. Come on.
And Shanahan does have to figure out how to still finish those games off at the end, though. Right? Yeah. That's still his bugaboo a little bit, is the games where where they have a lead or something like that.
The big question mark I'll go into the season, who is going to be the 49ers red zone guy? If McCaffrey's healthy, he'll be, definitely a red zone guy, but is Pearsall going to be the red zone guy, And then George Kittle. So, I mean, that's my question going into the season.
You going to say something, Terrell?
Kittle's the guy.
Yeah, he's got to be the guy.
Yeah.
Are the Rams winning the NFC West though? Are the Rams still the favorite there, Terrell? What's happening with the Rams and the Niners this year in that division? Any thoughts with how the Rams with Stafford coming back? You have any feeling on them? Terrell freeze on me over here. I think Terrell might have froze on me.
I'm the biggest Ram hater on the planet. And the
Yeah.
more that I've been thinking about it, they should win the division. I think we're gonna make we'll make it as a wild card, but I just think the Rams will end up winning the NFC West when it's all said and done.
Now, is that optimistic, Brian, like me, trying to have reverse psychology on the fact of it, or do you actually fully believe the Rams are more talented than the Niners?
I mean, I don't know. The more and more I've been thinking about things, I just think that the Rams should win the NFC West.
So
I'm
Rams
just
win the
trying
NFC
to
West.
be a non-homer here.
I like it. The Rams win that. So then that kind of plays to Casey's point a little bit more about maybe there is a drop off coming for the Niners on the side of things over there. So maybe that plays to your point a little bit there, Case. What do you think if you have to go pick there in the NFC West? You think the Rams?
I mean, it's hard, but I would say it's like you said. It depends on Stafford's health, if his back, which is a big if. But I mean, you could say that about any quarterback.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
So, I'm actually gonna roll with the desert. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. I think they're gonna pull it out this year. I think it's their year. I think it's their time.
Did you see that thing? I thought it was the dumbest thing where it was on the Bill Simmons podcast. They were talking NFL stuff, and they were talking about Marvin Harrison Jr., the receiver for the Cardinals, and how I guess he put on like 10 pounds of muscle and is like ripped out of his mind. I'd like maybe is he trying to become like the next David Boston or something, like trying to get absolutely ripped and stuff. I thought it was kind of like a weird, like kind of ripping on the guy, like, I don't know, like, oh, how dare you put on 10 pounds of muscle? Like, I mean, if you're a receiver, that's not going to hurt you at all. I just thought it was a funny, kind of a lame conversation. And this guy's like looking like me, like what, 30 pounds overweight, like discussing somebody gaining 10 pounds of muscle. I was like, you just can't. He's like got Cheeto dust on his shirt, and then having a conversation like that with it. Terrell, I was asking, are the Rams, are they winning the NFC West? Brian says yes. The Rams are winning it.
It's all about a back. It's all about a back, not a running back.
It's back. Yeah.
If he's healthy, if he can give me 15 games and be healthy for the playoffs, they will.
Jimmy G's the backup, right?
Yeah.
Jimmy G's the backup there. All right. So nobody wants to see that. So Casey has the Cardinals. The Rams for Brian. Tyler, are you taking Niners? Are they going? Are you taking?
Yeah, absolutely. I got the Niners.
Whoa, I like it. I like a little shady love there. We get them. So we have a little different around here. Anybody gonna take the Seahawks? We need the Seahawks around here. Somebody take the Darnold to the Seahawks. That's where we're gonna go. So
I'm not sold on Darnold at all as their quarterback.
I mean, I just feel like last year at the Vikings was such a fluke.
Yeah.
I mean, what they start? What was their record at one point? Wasn't it like 11-1 or something like that? It was like something insane like that to start out the year.
14-2, I think, going into the last week, I believe.
Yeah, then they get smoked right by the Lions in that final game. Is that what it was?
And then they don't get the playoff game, and then all that shit. Yeah, so
yeah, they go downhill after that. Yeah, that one's kind of an interesting one with the NFC West. Do you think that who as a running back, who will have a better season? I know this isn't a career thing. This is just for this season. Genty of the Raiders or McCaffrey from the Niners? Who will have the better season?
McCaffrey, dude.
All right. He's getting a lot of love. He's getting a lot of love as a rookie running back here, Terrell. He's running pretty hard. He's running pretty hard.
Rookie running back this year.
Really? He's not?
No.
Oh, come on.
That's a dumber comparison than the Derek Carr to Purdy. Come on, man. Come on.
No.
Give me a better one than that.
Because McCaffrey could get hurt, and that puts away that.
I mean, I'm looking at fantasy rankings, and he's right there. He's right on McCaffrey's heels in terms of where they're going to be picked. He's right on there. Pistol Pete's known for handing the ball off 1,000 times.
I'll put this. I bet Genty's a Pro Bowler instead of McCaffrey this year.
All right.
I'll take Amarion Hampton for the Chargers over Genty.
Oh,
so
man.
why don't you believe in him, Terrell?
Huh?
Is it because the Raiders' offensive line? Why no love for him?
Same thing you said about Pete. Jim Harbaugh likes to run the ball.
Yeah.
Like to run the ball. And have you seen their wide receivers they got up there? They got Ladd and they got.
A boy named
They're gonna run the ball.
I think there's a good chance he has a better season than C-Mac. I mean, McCaffrey obviously has the pedigree to it, but I think there's a good chance that he ends up with more total yards and more touchdowns.
If they play the same amount of games, do you feel the same confidence, or is this
I,
McCaffrey's injury prone? So
I just think
No,
the
hey, I gotta like it. Darren's getting some confidence finally in the Raiders. That's what me and my buddy Matt Lunsell were saying. We're saying, would Darren even want to talk trash about the Patriots because he has so low confidence in the Raiders?
I think that we haven't. The way I saw him run the only thing I worry about with him is he just tries to kill everybody. That he's going to get worn out a little bit you know what I mean? Like he feels like he's just going for bodies every time, which is pretty fun to watch. But at the same time, I'm not sure about that. But the Niners might. I don't know. I just think I think it's better. I think it's good an interesting comparison. So I'm a little shocked. It's like whoa. We'll find out week 1, I guess.
I mean, and that's the one thing the Raiders are actually good at drafting is running backs. I mean, like we're terrible about a lot of things, but running backs we generally get right. I mean, they're almost Pro Bowl.
They drafted that are so good.
McFadden was all right.
Marcus Allen, Bo Jackson, Napoleon Kaufman.
We're going way out.
Tyrone Wheatley, baby. Come on now.
We didn't draft Tyrone Wheatley, but yes, it still counts. Who was the guy with the long neck? Williams? If he had the long neck, we had to have that.
I could go quarterbacks, Casey, Jeff George, Carson Palmer.
We didn't draft these guys.
We didn't draft them, buddy. We took scraps from people.
That's what the Raiders always do. If we want to go McFadden to GT, that would be it. So, Terrell, you dismissed that fully. That you say it's C-Mac by far is going to have a better season. All right.
They're going to ride him until they get some healthy people back. I mean, they're going to ride him a lot. Him and Kittle.
I think Luke McCaffrey's going to have a better year than Christian. Oh my gosh,
that's a Casey comment.
I hope you're right, baby.
Delusional.
Matt chimes in here on the text line, Case, and he says Casey's tripping about us getting good running backs in the draft.
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good Jacobs, McFadden, and that's probably where we're at with where our best ones overall with like drafted running backs at that point. I'm trying to think of some other ones that they maybe had that were like any decent, but they usually weren't. Terrell Pryor counted. That's good.
That's the quarterback.
Terrell Pryor, we get it. Is the Chiefs winning the AFC West? Is that where Chiefs winning the AFC West? Do the Chargers have any chance to steal it? Broncos have any chance to steal it? Raiders have any chance to steal it? Terrell, who you got?
That's the first game of the year on Friday. Chiefs Chargers.
Yep, on YouTube they say it's free, Brian. It's on that Thursday.
Chiefs.
You going Chiefs? Terrell, what do you got?
Chiefs.
Tyler?
I want to pick the Broncos, but I hate their Knicks, so I'll go Chiefs.
So Matt says Broncos here too. Like Terrell, is the Chiefs just as simple as they have Mr. Mahomes still, and they have Reed, and they have is that what it is for you? Or do you just not believe in the Chargers at all?
I mean, the Chargers. I feel like the Chargers will push them. I think the Denver Broncos will push them too. But at the end of the day, it's Patrick Mahomes. It's them getting embarrassed in the Super Bowl. I think that relit a little. Hey, let me eat my humble pie a little bit. We've been out in this going to Taylor Swift concert too much. Let's focus a little bit more. They focusing. Patrick Mahomes finally cut his hair. Don't have this stupid old thing going. Like finally got a nice haircut. He's ready. Yeah.
They're looking. I don't know. I'd love to see the Chargers push them a little bit. I'd love to see. I mean, the Broncos defense on paper seems pretty legit. So we'll see what's happened there. They did have some miracle wins last year as well.
I'm going to go the Chargers this year. I think the Chiefs just cannot stay. You can't stay on top when you're winning games the way you did last year. And it does put into a factor when you lose the Super Bowl. You aren't as good the next season. I mean, look at the 49ers and look at other teams. So
yeah, you're right there. I was up there with it.
It takes usually injuries pile up too. You know, you've been going to that many deep playoff runs, but the Chiefs do a pretty good job. I don't even know if it's like by design, but they recycle a lot of guys that like they'll just take wide receivers, so they're not the same general. Like they have their same core, but it seems like they kind of just pick and choose different skill positions, and they seem to make it work. So
That's because their quarterback's a real quarterback and not Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
I like it. Tony.
Well, he did outplay Mahomes in that Super Bowl.
He did outplay Mahomes. Shout out Michael Bush and Latavius Murray, Raider running back picks. Just shouting out those.
There we go.
Michael Bush. From where?
Louisville.
Yeah. Shout out Tom Jackson on that one. All right, so we got that with it. Will Caleb Williams play finally like a first overall pick? What am I? Is he finally? Tyler, I feel like you've been a kind of a Williams guy. I feel like not fully in, but you have supported him. I feel like a little bit. Where are you at with Mr. Caleb Williams there in the Bears, who the coach ripped on the offense after the preseason loss there?
I love where Caleb Williams is at. He got a head coach that thinks offensively minded, like Brian Johnson. He has weapons around him. He's got a Duze, he's got DJ Moore, he's got running backs and Swift, and I think they drafted a guy. I can't think of. They have someone better than Swift, I believe. I hope. But I like where they're at. I think they're going to be. Caleb Williams is going to take a step.
So you think this is the year he
finally? Number one pick does that mean superstar? Like that's what you expect from a number one pick? No.
Yeah, that's what I expect that from a number one pick for sure.
No, I don't think he's going to crack that top 4 or even top 5 with Jaden.
Top 10 this year? Could he be a top 10 player? Top 10 quarterback?
He could be. Right around.
Terrell, you believe in him?
I think he's going to have a better year. I mean, all these pieces he's got a competent head coach. I feel like you have to be better than what you was. So I think that division is going to be really crazy. I mean, the record might not show it, or it really might show it. But I think they're going to be competitive, and I think he's going to show improvement.
What do you think, Case?
This is the Bears' offense. They always suck. I mean, it's just good.
The quarterback jinx. The Bears quarterback jinx.
It doesn't matter if you have BJ calling the calls right now. It just doesn't matter. I mean, they don't have skill position players. Like, I mean, I think Caleb, it's not really his fault. I think last year they was totally screwed up everything with him. Like, now he has to this is his first year, really. Like, this is how I take. This is his rookie year. He's got to learn a whole new playbook. He's got. I mean, Eberflus was a joke last year. I mean, we can all agree about that. So now I think he's got to take his mechanics. I believe in Ben Johnson, though. I think he's a great coordinator. But Caleb Williams, he's got to learn to just. You either got to take the sack or get rid of it. You can't keep running around. You're going to get yourself killed. I don't even think he'll stay long enough in the league the way he's taking those hits last year. That's the thing.
He was running around a lot last year. That was his thing. He was running around a lot. But no weapons. I mean, DJ Moore slap in the face. Is he? Is he overrated? I guess always Swift. Is he overrated? I mean, who's the tight end? I feel like they got a tight end too. They got 2. They just drafted another one this year as well. So I kind of feel like it's set up for him to have a good year. You'll see what he.
What is the tight end? Krutz or something like that. That guy's.
Yeah, they got him.
They got Ronnie Rowe.
I think I'm not really sold on him yet. I have to see something from him. I don't know. I wasn't sold on him being the number 1 pick out of USC, and I don't know. I personally, I think he's going to end up being a bust.
Brian, you don't like quarterbacks that paint their fingernails.
We all don't. No.
It doesn't have anything to do with that. I'm just saying he just, I don't know.
I'm with you.
He could have handled things better at USC. And when they started losing, he was being a baby. It's like you don't want that. You don't want that as your leader. I don't know.
Brian, I kind of tend to lean towards you and Casey a little bit with Caleb Williams on this one. Is Jordan Love the best quarterback in the North then? You have him, Goff, McCarthy, and Williams, right? Is he the best? Is Jordan Love the best quarterback then in the North?
The most overrated.
So he's not the best.
Yeah, he might be the best, but he's overrated.
Say it with your chest.
How is Jared Goff? How is Jordan Love overrated, but Caleb Williams is good? I don't understand that.
Yeah, Brian, I like this.
That wasn't the question.
I like Brian going at him.
Jordan Love has done way more than Caleb Williams has.
I think Goff is the most overrated in the division.
For 3 years with watching Aaron Rodgers. It's all different things.
Matt says Goff is the best quarterback in the division. I mean,
His numbers are
Matt
the
loves
best, and it's
Cal.
not close.
Matt's going Cal Novato. Shout out local with it. Do you think who's the best? Is Love the best quarterback, Terrell, in that division?
I mean, they're all like the same tier. I mean, it's like you can make an argument for any one of the four. I mean,
It was the best division in football last year, right?
yeah, wait and see.
It was the best division in football last year. So, who do you guys like to win that one? Lions. Who do you got? What do you want to go with? What do you want to go with?
I like the knee biters. I'll take the Lions.
Takes the Lions. All right, those Lions.
Yeah, I'm taking the Lions.
Case.
I love the Lions, you know that, but it breaks my heart. I gotta go with Green Bay.
Green Bay. Nobody's going JJ. Take a little JJ there. Terrell, you go. Are you going Lions too?
Detroit.
Yeah. So that tends to be. I keep saying that's the team that I'm most fascinated to watch this year. Is their time up? I feel like they have. I don't know. I'm interested to see where Goff goes after the years he's had. I'm not the biggest Goff believer. Obviously, we saw in the playoffs he struggled a little bit. He had some. They scored 1,000 exactly, just a little, putting it nice. So I don't know. That's where I'm at with them. Does Parsons play week 1 or 2 for the Cowboys, or is he out for a while here? Are they gonna figure something out? What happens with Jerry's world and trying to sign Parsons and their comments? I mean, I feel like Parsons trying to play a hand he doesn't really have, to be honest. I mean, he can sit out if he wants, but like it's not going to end up helping him at the end of the day. I don't know. What do you? Huh?
Haven't we seen the story?
We have exactly
every
year. So you think he's there week 1?
I think he will be.
Yeah.
Hey,
Terrell.
He's eager to get healthy. He's on the little bench, ready to get healthy. Yeah, he's gonna be playing. Yeah.
Hey Terrell, do you think he'll sign a contract or he'll just play what he's under?
I think Jerry Jones is gonna give him the money. He always gives him the money. He always strings him along and throws these little shots in the media just to stay relevant, and then he gives him the money.
Yeah, I mean it's just because the last 2 with CD and Dak, he didn't like exactly pay them right away. You know, he like did the
exactly.
The 1-year deal that they call him, the franchise, or what do they call that? The tag.
Fantastic.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know. I think Micah's pretty dug in, man. I think he'll play, but I think he's going to play under the contract he is.
You don't think they give him
contract still? There's no way.
I think he'll just keep franchise tagging him. Like he said, I got him for 3 years. Like, what's he going to do?
So basically, Jones won't pay him. You're saying that's what you're saying. You're because these guys are saying that he's going to rip up
Not
the
this
contract.
year. Not this year.
All right, but you still.
Yeah, I think Jones ends up paying him. I mean, you never want to have your franchise defensive player play under the last year of his deal. That's just you just don't
his franchise
do
quarterback do it for 3 years almost.
It's an interesting one. I gotta think he'll be there week 1 though. I gotta think he'll be there week 1. I gotta think Parsons will be there.
I mean, they're playing Philly week 1. He's got to be there.
Tyler, you look confused up there.
He don't want to look embarrassed on opening night against the Eagles without Micah Parsons there.
But
doesn't that give them the excuse? Oh, Micah Parsons wasn't there.
No, because the whole show they're gonna be like, dumbass, Jerry Jones didn't pay him. He don't do that the whole opening night.
Over under how many times did they go to Jerry Jones on the video camera that week 1 there, and then Parsons back at him. Matt says, "Watch out for Matthew Golden on the Packers." As we were talking north there. Do the Commanders have a drop off? Is it happening? Where are we at with your Commanders / Redskins? Where are we at with them, Terrell? Where are we feeling? I mean, they have a great run last year, make it to NFC Championship game. Nobody's expecting that. I mean, the only thing up from there, right, is the Super Bowl. I'm a little concerned with them in terms of those expectations. Your thoughts?
I feel like temper expectations a little bit. You know, last year it was great, but now we got more. Other teams got some playbook stuff on. They can read him a little bit. They'll learn some stuff about him. I just need health. I need health. Stay healthy, Jay. It will be everywhere. All our weaknesses. Got Jeremy Tunsil, our offensive line is getting solid. Corey, that's my son's friend. They
Oh,
played
really? That's cool.
Yes, I mean, it's a big story. We're all hoping for the best for him and everything. But
Yeah.
yeah, we're getting Von Miller, getting some little pieces. We got pieces. So we'll see.
What about Scary Terry? You playing week 1?
I mean, I feel like we're back. That's why I wore this hat. We're back to being the Redskins.
Not getting them on that one. So who wins that division then? Is it the Eagles by a lot, or do the Eagles have a little bit of a drop off?
They'll win
Eagles
by
win
2.
it, okay, so that's a decent amount in the season there with it. What do you think,
Well,
Tyler?
Yeah, I got Eagles. The Giants aren't doing it. I think the Commanders take a tiny step back. Jaden Daniels progresses, but the team takes a step back. You can't win with a fat wide receiver as your number one. Yeah, so I think the Eagles will be the
Cheap shot at Debo. Cheap shot. Yeah, cheap shot.
Eagles will win the division.
He gets off the Niners and I take shots at him.
Let me drink Gatorade real quick.
Yeah, that's definitely the way to that. What do you think, Brian? Who wins that?
Yeah, I think as much as I hate the Eagles, they're going to win that division.
Yeah. No drop off from them because I mean they played us. I felt like their year last year was just unreal, right? They had a great year, right? Basically, So like I'm just curious in the NFL. There's arcs. It's very rarely does it just continue to go up. So I'm curious what happens with them this year. Like, some injuries here or there. Does Barkley was obviously fantastic for them last year. Can they be the wide receiver position is disgustingly good that they have at that spot. So can Hurts keep progressing? So we'll see what happens with the Eagles there, but they definitely are the favorites for sure. Case, you think the Eagles win it?
Yeah. I don't think it's really that close, to be honest. I think they're just too loaded of it. Their offensive line, I mean, the trenches, they're very stacked all the way around. They're a solid team.
And then is it Bucks in the South? Everybody going Bucks in the South? Is that who they? No Atlanta hanging in there at 7 and like that division is like always right there like 7.
I'm going with Carolina.
Oh God,
Why?
that's a Casey pick right there. There it is.
We go with Carolina.
What are you smoking, Casey?
How about them Lions a few years ago, Brian?
Got that right. You did have a Lions.
How about the Browns only playoff last
Speaking of the AFC, Brian, Tyler, you had a text this morning. As we go to the North.
Come back, player of the year, Bryce Young.
Come back, play Bryce Young. As we go to the AFC North, you go ahead, Terrell. You got the Sanders. Tyler, you said him and LeBron have the same fan base. Is that what you said?
They just make excuses for whatever they do. It's someone else's fault. It's never their fault.
That's the biggest question. Will Sanders make the roster?
They have the same fan base.
Who's starting? So they announced Flacco, right, as the starter, Terrell? That's who they said is the starter. How many weeks do you think he lasts? Think he goes the whole season, or is it 7 weeks or so? 6?
6.
And then do they go to mini Steve Young, or do they go to Sanders in a spot like that after? Like, is it Sanders? I feel like Sanders is going to be that hype guy a little bit, right? Like the fan base is going to want him. You think it's going to be Gabriel? All right.
Because you have to. They're going to suck. So they're going to keep sucking, and then give Gabriel a shot to say, yeah, he sucks too. So we've only won one game all year, so throw him out there.
One game. Myles Garrett will be happy, though. He got his contract. He got his contract over there.
If they cut anybody, cut Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett is not. He's the guy. Yeah, he should not be on the run. He should not be on the run. Do the bicep. What do you think, T? Say it in the North.
Yeah, I think Rel had it. I think week 6, week 7, Gabriel will come in. He was picked before Sanders. They got to save face just for making that pick. And then Sanders will come in at some point. I don't think he'll be any good either. I think but that's the way it'll go.
So who wins that division then? Is it the Ravens?
Yes.
No Bengals? The Bengals? Jimmy's Bengals? Come on. They don't make any. They don't do any magic. They still suck.
Over or under how long it takes Jimmy to go to the Broncos.
Yeah, he goes back to being a Broncos fan after the Bengals. He goes back that way.
Joe Burrow, MVP.
MVP this year?
He's gonna light it up. Looks so good. He looks healthy. His receivers got their money. He'll be slinging it everywhere because that defense still sucks.
Yeah. And what that's in question with Hendrickson. No team does holdouts like the Bengals. I'll say that. They're the king of that in the NFL. Obviously, if they don't have him, they're terrible. Their defense even takes a massive step back that way as well. Last year, the Steelers made the playoffs as well. They have Rodgers now. So I feel like this is kind of the most interesting division a little bit for me in the AFC. With the Bengals right there with it, and then you have the Ravens, and then you have the Browns, kind of with this like little hype train that they have a little bit, and then you have the Steelers who always find a way to kind of stay into the mix there. They obviously have a great defense as well. So I think I'm going to lean towards the Bengals winning it this year, though. I think I would take the Bengals. I think they're set up to have a great offensive year. I'm with the Ravens, maybe a step back a little bit at some point. I don't know. We'll see. Tyler, do you have the guts to take anybody but the Ravens?
No. I mean, I've been a big fan of Aaron Rodgers his whole career. I've always thought he's like one of the greatest quarterbacks. I think he's the greatest thrower of the football ever, but that is sailed. Yeah, I got the Ravens.
A lot of Cal quarterback love this morning.
Lamar Jackson's unbelievable. I think he's the hardest quarterback to defend.
Really?
Yeah.
More than Josh Allen or Mahomes?
Mahomes hasn't done anything in 2 years. He has to do it again.
Yeah, what a loser. He doesn't.
I didn't say he's a loser, but he's the hardest quarterback to defend. You have to put up some good offensive numbers.
Will Brock Purdy make that list? No, just kidding. We're done with Purdy. We're done with Brock. We're done with Brian. We're done with Casey,
my question, Darren's avoiding it, but how many wins for the Raiders this year?
Well, that's why when I said the AFC West, I said I think the Raiders this year end up with 8 wins. That's right. They said 8 wins. I think they get 8 wins. 8. That's a lot for them, I think.
Yeah, a lot. That's a lot.
I think that's a lot. Do you think they get less than 5, Terrell?
Yes, 4 wins.
Man. Well, if that happens, I'm not going to sit here acting surprised. So no Geno love. Brian, see? I'm getting torn back down again. I'm getting torn back down again. What do you think? So the Raiders they have the tight end, they have the running back. They still need the defense. That's what the secondary is always the worst.
You're tanking for Manning.
We want Manning. There.
The Manning family says he's played another year of college after
they lying.
this. All the other ones played their senior year, though.
They lying.
Eli and Peyton both played 4 years of college.
Graduating is important.
It depends on who the number 1 pick is owned by. That is
It is the Carolina Panthers at the number 1 pick overall. Casey, no.
He's going to be a super senior.
The Raiders are trading for Bryce Young.
That's the good trade up for it. I'll go 8 wins, Brian. That's confidence right there. Terrell tried to rip it down, but I'll go 8 wins. It's confidence.
I got
there.
9. So.
9. Whoa. Over 500. I like it. Geno flipping off the fans does not get us a win, I don't think.
You can only be bad for so long.
We're talking
for so long, man. Come on.
But I love it how we're talking. They're only so bad for so long. We're talking 9 wins. We're not even.
Maybe we need
not even double digits. Not even double digits.
Maybe we need to go Terrell's.
Who do you think is
change
going
our
to have
team
the
name.
worst record in the NFL?
I would say I think the Panthers are going to have the worst record in the NFL.
No.
You think the Browns?
The Panthers will have more wins than the Raiders, guaranteed.
Whoa!
The Saints are going to have the worst record.
Yeah,
Saints are the worst.
The Saints are terrible.
I'm going to go with the New Orleans Saints. I just think they don't have anything to quarterback.
What team do you guys care the least about? Is it the Saints entering this year?
Yes.
There's always one. It's like I don't like the Titans. I guess they got Ward, so that jumps them up a little bit to where I care a little bit about how they do.
Probably
Usually the Titans are.
I'll go Colts.
Oh, the Colts are. That's a good one too. The Colts are. Daniel Jones getting some love. What are they doing with Richardson? My goodness, like they're just his agent comes out and says, you know, they've been. I'm like, you got drafted fourth overall. You got paid a little bit. Have your guy be better. Stop making excuses over it. I don't know. Are the Colts really messing him up, or is he just not that good? I got to think he's just not that good.
It needs time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Guarantee that. Look at Trey Lance. You know what, Trey Lance? In the next 2 years, if he stays a backup quarterback in the next 2 years, you might see some potential in this guy because he just never had experience playing in college or anywhere.
Yeah, never out there. The Mac Jones effect, Brian, with Terrell this year, or with the Niners, getting little Mac Jones, getting some love. 2 years, coached up by Shanny. No, I think Lance. It'll be interesting if he stays a backup. Does he get a spot somewhere else after that? So if you had to pick I also kind of have the Jets on that list for me as a team that's very not interesting to me at all.
Yeah, that's my team.
I also don't think them as well. So it's obviously the Bills by 1 million in the AFC East, right? Is the Dolphins make any? It's Tua. What happens with him this year?
Division.
Patriots. So that means the Raiders are.
I'm going to throw some love for my boy Adam. I think the Patriots make a wild card spot.
They wouldn't.
What? And what? So what makes them so much better than the Raiders?
Choosing the Panthers.
What?
You guys going?
They're going to take out the Raiders week 1. I'm calling it right here.
So Drake May.
They're running better than Ashton Jinty's rookie running backs. Also,
Wow, the Patriots with the love.
As a Washington fan, I'm blessed to have Jaden Daniels. But before the draft started, I said Drake May was the best quarterback in that draft class. And he looks the part. He's got pieces now. He's getting more and more pieces. I mean,
So
your offensive coordinator back, you got head coach. Yeah.
So Terrell, if you're saying the Patriots would win that division, I'm assuming the Bills would win the wild card spot. I'm hoping for their sake. So that means the Dolphins then maybe take the biggest fall back. Like, is their coach on the hot seat ever yet? McDaniels.
He's already on the hot seat.
Yeah. So where do we at with him? Because Tua, they're lucky to get 8 games out of Tua.
East Coast Frank. Frank.
I don't know.
I could see Mike McDaniels back on that 49ers sidelines.
You would like that. So the Dolphins then would be obviously one of the more disappointing teams if they're not even able to make the playoffs again with all the money they've spent for their position players. And who was the guy they traded for from the Steelers? They swapped guys.
Minka Fitzpatrick.
Okay, yeah, so that's who they got.
He goes back to the Dolphins.
He was on before, yeah.
Yeah. So they make that interesting trade where Ramsey now is with the Steelers, right? So that's kind of an odd deal.
Could Ramsey be the next Charles Woodson to the Packers? Like he's at that point in his career where he like mixes. He goes to the slot, plays a little bit of safety.
That's actually good. That's good. That's real good.
And he's on the Steelers, which is a proven great defense.
That's real good.
Shout out to Rellism Sports. Maybe a little break. Maybe Charles Woodson joining the show. Maybe keeping the fingers crossed for Terrell over there. We get Charles Woodson. It might be in the works over there.
Notre Dame fan?
We won't tell him that. He'll take down the Notre Dame thing in the background if he has anything there. I'll take it down over there. Take down the Notre Dame stuff. So if we got that the East, we talked that. So South, is it the Texans or can the Jaguars do anything? I mean, the Jaguars to me, no. Texans by far. I think the Texans maybe could have a little drop off, but what do you think, Terrell?
Texans will win. They have the most talent, the best quarterback. But I think the Jaguars, obviously, better than
Jaguars.
Can Sunshine ever get it?
Trevor Lawrence is so terrible. I don't. Why?
He'll look like
he sucks. He's not good. Like I don't get it. Why everyone thinks like the Jaguars aren't any good. Like they're terrible.
I love the all black uniforms.
So who's going to win more games, the Raiders or the Jaguars?
The Raiders.
You won that game and caught the number 1 pick.
You don't have the number 1 overall pick and be good the next year. Like Trevor Lawrence sucks.
They can win games in their division. I can't see the Raiders beating anybody in their division.
Thank you. Come on, beat Bo Nix. Come on, you can beat Bo. You can beat Bo Nix.
Love the passion, Terrell, though, but you're wrong, buddy. You're wrong.
That's
Halfway through the season, I'm like, you wanna give up yet? You wanna give up?
We'll have Terrell.
Week 14 is when I give up.
We give up way before that.
That's definitely my candidate to bounce back this upcoming year. CJ Stroud. I think he's going to have a way better season than he did last year.
CJ Stroud. And the one thing I like about the Texans, they have their guy on offense and they have their guy on defense, and they're both young. So they kind of they have that like foundation pieces on both sides of the ball that I always kind of like about that.
The coach that they got from the Niners, I like him too. D'Amico Ryans, he's a good coach.
Yeah, he's good too. What were you gonna say, Terrell?
Ryan said who? CJ Stroud for comeback player of the year?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Nick Chubb in the backfield for that team.
Nick
Chubb. All right, that would be a bad pick. So
brought him up last week on my winners.
You did bring up Mr. Chubbs on the winner there. So we'll do a little. We have a couple weeks to obviously change it. We're gonna have my guy on Jay from the other sports show the morning of Sunday kickoff. So we'll kind of maybe have our final division predictions here. But if we had to pick, we went over division a little bit. But if you're thinking through Super Bowl early, where are you at with it, Terrell? Where are you kind of going big picture here? Any thoughts on what you think gets to it?
It's a rematch. Rematch again, unless Matthew Stafford's back is 100%. That's the only team I think that can beat the Eagles in the playoff is the Rams.
But they couldn't last year. Come on.
It was snowing. It's not going to snow every year.
They couldn't with the Stafford.
The snow killed them.
Like Vince McMahon said, no chance in hell.
So a rematch, man. Could you imagine another Eagles-Chiefs Super Bowl? I mean, that would start turning the Bills-Cowboys type of feeling around here. We're starting to get that in there with it. Tyler, what do you think? If you have a hunch, is the Niners on that hunch?
I just want to say Matthew Stafford's been the most overrated quarterback on this podcast the last 2 weeks. Anyway, we'll keep going. My Super
Brock
Bowl,
Purdy all this time. We talking about overrated.
We got ripped to shreds for the first half by 3 people on this podcast. What are we talking about? There's 2 people
got him one.
I'm not saying no. Past Matthew Stafford was great, but the last 3 years of Matthew Stafford hasn't been as good as you guys are making him out with a bad back.
Thinking about nothing. I'm just saying, look at what he's got. He's got Kyron Williams. He's got Puka. He's got Devontae Adams. That's what I'm trying to say. He has it, and it has a coach that he knows how to get the ball everywhere. That's what I'm trying to say. Statistically, they can score with the Eagles, and we saw last year that young defense stepped up again, and they pushed the Eagles to the brink. They were one play away. And 170-some yard Saquon Barkley bust out run for winning that game.
He's thrown for 4,000 yards 2 times in the last 7 years.
Okay.
I talked to God already. There's no way we'll do another Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl. It ain't happening.
But it's Eagles. I don't know in the AFC. AFC's with probably Buffalo.
You got a couple weeks.
Baltimore.
There you go.
Straight now. Straight.
They listen.
49ers going to go to the Super Bowl 4 straight years. Never win. And never the window's closed.
It's closed.
49ers haven't won a Super Bowl since after the Cowboys. I'm not some stupid idiot.
I agree.
I'm going to go with the most random Super Bowl ever. Commanders versus Ravens.
Give me that number. Can't do it ever.
Can't do it. Brian, who'd you say? Commanders, Ravens?
Yeah.
Wow. That'd be big news out there, Terrell. Commanders, Ravens, Super Bowl. That would be
intelligent sometimes.
Commanders, Ravens. We like that. The Maryland, D.C. area would be off the hook over there.
I wanted to go Bills 49ers, but I went Commanders, Ravens.
Go Chris Berman. Case, what do you think if you have with the Raiders, Panthers? What we got? Super Bowl.
Bills, Panthers.
Bills, Panthers.
I got Bills. Bills for sure on the AFC. The NFC is a lot more trickier. So much more wide open. That's a tough one, man. I would like to say. I'm just thinking of the divisions. I don't see. I mean, I'll take a wild card. Go with the Bucks.
The Bucks, all right. John Gruden and the Bucks. John
Okay.
Drew did that. I could live with the Bucks pick there. The Seahawks. Yeah, I forgot Cup was on the Seahawks now. I forgot Cooper is now with them over there with this. So we'll see how.
Should work at a car wash.
We're gonna car wash. You got that. All right, I got a couple things for you guys, and then we'll get to winners and losers. All right, we were talking like Terrell. You've been asking like what team will have more wins. So I got a few lists here for you. Bucks or Commanders? Who has more wins at the end of the season?
Bucks.
Who do you got? Bucks. Brian.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bucks.
Casey. Commanders or Buccaneers? More
Commanders. Commanders.
Tyler.
Bucks
Bucks.
could have an easier division, but I think the Commanders are way better.
All right, so
Not way
so
better,
the
but better.
I
so the
hope you're
Bucks
right.
win that one. The Bucks win that one. Raiders or Seahawks?
I'm
We
gonna go
got,
Raiders.
I know Casey's got Raiders. Come on, Terrell. How much do you love the Seahawks? Not everybody.
The
Come on.
Darnold,
The
Ghostbuster.
Seahawks. All right. Tyler.
Raiders win 4.
Come on, T. Who do you got?
I think the Raiders in honor of Greg Poppin.
We got two Raiders. Come on, Brian. Bring it home. Who we got? Raiders or
I'm going
Seahawks?
Seahawks.
Ah, no. He
Suck
couldn't
my
do it. He
fire.
couldn't.
You're trying to keep him positive.
Come
You
on,
better
Brian.
start doing the girl push-ups, Casey.
Yeah, that's right. We got 100 on this, Brian.
You got 100 on it.
More wins.
Steelers or Cowboys? Steelers or Cowboys? Who has more wins? That's a tricky one. Steelers or Cowboys? Cowboys. Steelers always find a way, though, Terrell. They get that 7
They got
seed a
Aaron
lot.
Rodgers, Cowboys.
Cowboys, all right. Dak Prescott, the love. Who do you got, Brian?
Eagles, no win.
I got Cowboys.
Cowboys. We got one Steeler, two Cowboys. What do you got there, Tyler?
I'll go Steelers. They'll win 9 games.
And they have Charles Woodson now, so we got that on. Who do you got in case?
I got the Steelers.
Huh?
Steelers.
Steelers. All right, so tie it up there. Bengals
Yeah,
or
you gotta make picks. You can't just
I did. I took the Raiders. I took the Bucks, and I took the Cowboys. So I got
pick
those.
Cowboys.
So I got the Cowboys there. Right there. Bengals or Rams? I'm going Bengals.
I'm gonna go Rams.
Rams. All right. What do you think, Terrell?
Man.
Tough one.
And the Bengals, MVP Joe Burrow.
All right, we got 2 for the Bengals there. Tyler.
I think the Bengals finish in third, and then the Rams will come in second. So I go Rams. I
Rams.
think
And
it'll be about the same.
tiebreaker case. Rams or Bengals? Who are you taking?
Taking the Rams.
All right, so 3-2 NFC there. Wait, the Rams. That's a tricky one. I got a couple more. Packers or Texans? Who's getting more wins?
I'm
Packers
gonna
or
go
Texans?
Texans.
Texans for Brian. I'm gonna go Texans as well, as I have a few more wins. Tyler, what do you got?
What was it? Texans and who?
Packers. Your Packers right there. Your overrated quarterback.
Texans.
Over that.
Texans are gonna have a huge year because they played such a city division.
A huge year. All right.
They have 6 easy wins.
Daniel Jones might find a way. Daniel Jones
Not
might
against
find
those Panthers, Tyler. Look out for those Panthers, Tyler. Cuba Hubbard's going to be running down their ass.
Different conference.
Terrell, Packers more than the Texans?
No,
No.
Texans- because of their division, it's going to be kind of like how the 49ers have a great record this year. They might go undefeated, actually. 49ers could go undefeated. And still-
Look at these
Still not-
extra
I'm still
cases
sorry,
you're
I like that. Case, you go Texas for a clean sweep.
Nah, I got the Packers.
So we got somebody on the board for the Packers there. All right, I got one more for us. Chargers or Vikings? More wins.
I'm gonna go Chargers.
All right, they got a tough division. We're talking division here. The Vikings too, but it's as good as the AFC West. What do you think, T? I'm going Vikings.
I'll go Minnesota Vikings.
So we got 2 for the
I
Vikings.
think they upgraded the quarterback. I don't think they'll win 14 games again, but I think they'll be better. With less wins.
What do you got, Terrell?
I'm
Vikings.
definitely going to go Chargers. The Vikings are in a tough division. The Chargers get to play the Raiders twice. I mean, geez.
Oh, unbelievable. What do you got, Case? Tiebreaker again, Vikings or Chargers?
I was going to go until Terrell gave that little backhand shot. Chargers can burn in hell.
Now they're go there. We're going Vikings in on that.
go.
All right. And then this was just a bad one. You make it quick. Jets or Giants? Who would have more? Is it Giants? They get more.
I'm gonna
Giants.
go Giants.
Justin Fields not enough love for the Jets out there. All right. Before we get to winners and losers, what player will have a better fantasy football season? So just a fantasy football season. Here's what they got for it. Tight end position. We've been talking a lot of Raiders and Niners. Bowers or Kittle?
I'm gonna go Kittle because they don't have as many weapons on offense to start. So,
all right. What do you think, Terrell?
I'm actually gonna go Bowers.
All right, Bowers on that side. All right, like it. I mean, he was awesome last year. He was one of the best. The best. Yeah, exactly. He was awesome last year. Case Bowers.
Next question. You already know.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
Until they count blocking.
what were we thinking?
For a long time.
Yeah, we don't care about blocking on this show. We're not John Gruden. You don't give us.
We don't count pancakes.
We don't count pancakes. Yeah, we don't count. CD Lamb or Neighbors? Fantasy.
I'm actually gonna go Neighbors.
Oh, that way. All right.
I'm going CD Lamb by landslide.
Terrell.
I love me some Neighbors. And I hate me some Russell Wilson. I'm going CD Lamb.
That's a good way of looking at it.
We can look at it this way. LSU is wide receiver university from now on.
Yeah, they really have it.
And LSU might be quarterback soon.
I think I've been throwing a lot with. Was it USC that they used to be wide receivers, or no? Was it? I felt like they had some Keyshawn. Casey, fantasy football here, not real life. Mahomes or Mayfield?
I'm gonna go Mayfield.
Baker Potato. Go Baker Potato on that. Tyler, you're nodding your head over there.
I would go Baker too, actually.
I'm nodding my head that I have to agree with him.
Wow.
Mahomes has been terrible in the rank. Not terrible. Not great. Fantasy-wise, the last 2 years. He's been not good for fantasy. It's not been good.
It's kind of an interesting thing to think about when you go to fantasy football. It's totally different. It's just kind of the way your mind has to go with it. You have the same thing? You go Mayfield too, Terrell?
Yeah, because when I think about fantasy, I'm thinking about where I'm.
Yeah.
3 rounds later, so especially, but I'll take Baker.
All right, I got a couple more for you. We'll go running back here. Taylor from the Colts, or are we going Henry, Ravens? We're going big boys here. So if you think who's gonna have the better season, who would you go with?
I'm gonna go Taylor because they're gonna be running the ball a lot with Daniel Jones.
Hike, handoff. Hike, handoff. I mean, if they could only play the Titans every week like last year, Taylor would never best the best. Henry Case or Taylor?
Henry. Yeah. The king.
Tyler?
I got Taylor. I think Keaton Mitchell has a bigger role this year.
What do you think, Terrell?
Yeah, I'm going Taylor too. Bounce back year. Daniel Jones at quarterback.
All right, I got 2 more for us. Tyreek Hill or Devontae Adams? And now Adams, remember, he's got more competition of who's going to get the ball too on their offense. So I'm kind of curious. Tua loves Mr. Hill.
I got Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, all right. This is a tricky one for me. Where would you go, Tyler?
Jimmy Garoppolo. I go Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, all right. Case.
I'm going Devontae.
Devontae, another one for Devontae. Terrell. Tyreek or Devontae Adams? Tyreek too.
Tyreek could end up on the Chiefs by week 8 also.
Then we got to change our Mahomes and Mayfield thing, maybe. All right, last one. These guys were the top 2 running backs I saw on most fantasy lists going into this year. Bijan or Barkley, or are we going with Robinson or Barkley as your top guy? And I'm stunned that Robinson's number 1 on a lot of these lists. It seems like Barkley would be the favorite, but usually the running backs win you fantasy football leagues. So if you have number 1 pick, Maybe are these the guys what we're taking? And then who would you take, Robinson or Barkley, Tyler?
I'm going to take
What are you taking, Brian?
Barkley.
I'm surprised the Robinson. I don't know, just because the Falcons, I guess, part of it. Case Robinson or Barkley?
Barkley.
Same with you, Terrell.
I'm taking McCaffrey over both of them.
Oh, whoa! Look at this guy. Look at a little Niners
He's
love.
right. He came around after an hour and 4.
I think McCaffrey.
So you think he's having a bounce back year this year?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They got to give him the run.
That'll be interesting.
Brock Purdy throwing the ball to nobody out there to make him look, so they show that he's a dumb for giving him $50 million.
They're making it. Oh man. It's McCaffrey, no doubt.
I'll take Bijan because Barkley scares me with all the work he did last year, and no injuries, knock on wood, but yeah.
Hey, this is just a random question. Just for some reason, do you think LaShawn McCoy is a Hall of Fame running back? No. Okay. Yeah. So everybody says no on the list. All right. I was curious. I'm curious if he gets in.
He beat West Virginia in the most important game yesterday. Pat White experience.
You're Pat White. You were a big Pat White guy. You definitely were a big Pat White guy. All right. That was through a little NFL, Terrell. That was good talking through that. We'll be on in a couple weeks with Jay from the sports show because see if we change our mind. I'll have some different angles that will kind of attack the NFL season on as we'll already have a couple games to talk about before that. All right, as a tradition here, winners and losers.
Can I ask Terrell
for the yeah, go ahead.
Just a non-biased Mount Rushmore for the Bay Area.
What do you say? Non-biased what?
Mount Rushmore for the Bay Area.
From the Bay Area, Mount Rushmore. I mean, Curry will be there. See, I'll put Barry Bonds on there. I would have Tony La Russa on there.
Tony, I like it.
Hey man,
we love a drunk.
Tony over Dennis Eckersley.
So I had two more. It was tight for two more. It was so many people for those last two spots. What do you got, T?
Me, I'm biased. I got Montana and Rice. I think
I guess Montana would have to be on there. Yeah,
Montana and Mays, I guess maybe.
Where's Ricky Henderson on there? He's got to be maybe on there too.
I didn't know what baseball. Yeah, Mays would have to be. Yeah, I like that. Mays, Montana, Curry. What else did I say?
Maybe La Russa gets the boot.
I think La Russa's got to get the boot on that one. I think
yeah.
I mean it's hard. Yeah, that's yeah. What hair from Tony Lewis? If that's the case, Bruce Bochy's got to be on the list too. He's got to be on there. If we're getting La Russa on there, brother Bruce has to be on there.
That hat's too big.
Hat's too big for him. All right, winners and losers. Brian, where do you want to start with this?
I'm going to go loser of the week. I don't know what's going on with Jimmy Ward, but he's in trouble in court. I guess he was on meth or something and got into a dispute with his girl.
Come on, Jimmy, pick it up. You gotta get him self-focused over here. That's a great loser of the week. Casey, who do you got?
I brought it up earlier. Just adults trying to ruin Little League, making kids like doing signs at second base, and then it becomes so juvenile. Then the crowd's chanting at the 12-year-old on second base, "You can't do that." And then you gotta have the announcer go, "Remember, this is Little League and sports." It's like adults start to ruin that stuff. So I got loser of the week, adults in the Little League World Series.
Well done there at it. Terrell, you got a loser of the week from anything?
Yeah, the loser of the week for me is definitely the Indianapolis Colts organization for just basically saying all this quarterback, the fourth overall pick. Yeah, Daniel Jones. We started him year, not for week one, for the year.
Unbelievable. The guy, Daniel Jones, still has a starting. It's funny how in the NFL, you always will have a guy that sneaks into a starting spot because he's on the right team in some regards. And you're like, how in the world is there not a better player in the NFL than him that could take the spot?
He's got a 1 year, $15 million deal too.
He's it's a ton of cash. It's a ton of cash. Tyler, who do you got for loser of the week?
I got Camilo Duvall, the Yankees, former San Francisco. He's pitched 7 games. He's walked 8 batters. Or he's walked 7 batters, struck out 8. Has a 7+ ERA, 2 blown saves. Big loser.
And he went to like the worst team he could possibly go to. He needs to not be on the spotlight with a team. He needs to be like on the Royals or something like that. My loser of the week is Aaron Boone and the Yankees. Pathetic. They have been awful. We've been calling for Bob Melvin. I've been calling for Aaron Boone's job now for a while. I think it's time for him to go in New York. We'll see if the Yankees get swept in a 4-game series tonight versus Boston. Brian, I'm also going Zach Wheeler of the Phillies goes down 6 to 8 months. Looks like he was having a Cy Young type season. The Phillies a huge loss there, and then at least to help the Mets. That will help the Mets big time as they make a little charge for the playoff spot. So that's also a big loser of the week. One of the best pitchers in the National League and in baseball goes down. Brian, over to you. Winner of the week.
Preseason being over and playing regular season football.
That's always a good thing. I'll give you that. That is always a positive when we can get a free game. When we get preseason over with. Gosh, it's like watching paint dry, that preseason football. It's tough, man. And then you have like just these rare injuries. Like, what was there a Niners offensive lineman that went down a couple weeks ago on like a field goal attempt or something like that? Like, just unnecessary stuff always seems like it happens in the preseason. I'm so glad it's over. Ryan, Vegas has a shot at a title. Let's go Mountain Division Little League. There's your Little League right there, bro. In case you shout out there with it.
Vegas, Taiwan.
Taiwan. Who do you got? Winner of the week.
What's up, my dude?
Who do you got for winner of the week?
I'm gonna go take it to the Hey Ladies. I got Paige Becker's dropping 44. It's pretty dope, dude.
Yeah,
was that most ever, right? From a rookie or something like that? I saw W. Yeah.
And she was putting up off too. I mean, she had some game to her. I didn't know she had all that, but yeah, I'll give her that nod for the week.
We usually have WNBA and loser week category, so we'll accept. We'll get one.
There were no toys on the toys on the floor.
No toys on the court this week. No toys have made it on there. Terrell, who do you got for winner?
Winner of the week is it's extra entertainment. I'll explain what it's a lot of periods in between the major sports.
Yeah.
I love all the other sports also. Love the Big Three basketball. The championship game will be tonight. It's starting to get steam. You're starting to see the arena fill up more and more celebrities. You're jumping into it. I've been watching it since day one. And I'm also a big wrestling fan.
All right.
WWE just signed a contract with ESPN, and now wrestling's on Netflix. So it's more avenues to see wrestling. So it's a lot of more entertainment that I get to see in different platforms. So I'm really excited about watching for it.
Who's your wrestler now? Who's your guy? Who's my
guy?
You got it.
I like some bad Cena. I ain't gonna lie.
You like some bad Cena? All right. Are you a Cody Rhodes guy or no?
No.
No. Okay. not a Cody Rhodes guy.
If he turned you, I'd like him. He's just too nice and crying. He's always crying. My daddy. It was good when he first came back. Good story, but all right, let's go to something else now.
That's funny. My son's really into it yesterday. He was watching it on Peacock. It was like way back. It must have been because it was Edge, Big Show, and Cena in a WrestleMania match. That's what we were watching back there with it. So I forget. I always forget how massive the Big Show was. I always forget how massive that man was. A huge human being. So we got Brian with his winner of the week. Casey, you did winner of the week too, right? So Tyler, who do we got with you?
The Big Show should be the theme of the opening of the podcast.
Whoa!
I got a winner of the weeds is 49ers linebacker Nick Martin. The next in line to be a great inside linebacker for the 49ers. Brian knows what I'm talking about. Keep your eyes out. Other winners. I don't know what to make of this. Ravens go 3-0 in postseason, bringing John Harbaugh's record to 40.
Our preseason.
12 in the preseason.
Unbelievable.
Nobody cares, but nobody cares about winning preseason football games like John Omaha. And then my last one is MJ Kobe card sells for $12.9 million.
I saw that too. Insane.
Insane.
12.9. Oh, Pokemon. What is that? Well, how much that one going for? How much you
He's
get that?
here.
Yeah. Who is
I
it?
don't even know that. It looks like Kobe.
Oh, all right. That's a sick card right there.
Is that a real card?
Yep.
Pokemon made that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm a sports collector of everything, so I
Like-
have a whole
Tell.
the cards and toys. And all kinds of stuff.
How many jerseys do you have?
Huh?
How many jerseys do you have that you collect? Or is that
Jerseys?
yeah, or just or even just jerseys in general?
Oh, jerseys to probably 200.
Do you have any 49ers jerseys?
Roger Craig. And
Classic, classic. Roger.
that is actually a Raiders running line.
Oh, Raiders Roddy Lot. That's a good. No,
I don't think anyone beats my jerseys. Rex Grossman Bears.
Yeah, there, Rex Grossman and Tim Couch. Those are the two that Brian's jerseys selection that I love the most.
Hey, Rex
I
Grossman
have a
made a
Ken
Super Bowl.
Dorsey Miami one.
You did have a Ken Dorsey Miami one. Did you have an Eric Moulds one too?
I
Did you have
have
it?
Eric Moulds.
Yeah, you had an Eric Moulds Bills jersey. That was always a random one that I always thought was on the list as well.
Barry Sanders, Oklahoma State throwback you got, Tyler's.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah. All right, my winner of the week, Tyler. I had that one as well. I had Schwarber MVP favorite 45. Is he better? Is he got more than Otani? I just have Robles here. When he get hit here on the
twice,
bat,
and he's been hit.
let's see what he does. He gets pegged, and then here comes the putter throw. He throws it at him right at the bat there. He was hit 5 times in 7 at bats in this by this team in 2 days. He was hit 5 times in 7 at bats, and finally he snapped. The bat was thrown. He needed to make a statement there with it. So Robles got suspended 10 games. He's back up now with the Mariners, but you don't get the bat thrown very often, Tyler. So that he chucks it. This is the same guy that dove into that fence with the Giants, and so he ends up losing that side of it. And then
You know you're gonna get beat when you're swinging at the ball to protect yourself. Before, like he knew he was gonna get hit, and he was like, "I'm just gonna try." The only way to protect myself is to hit the ball before it gets to me.
yeah, exactly. He can do it with it. Terrell, you still hear me or no? There we go.
Yeah, I
Another
can.
one. Okay, yeah. All right, screen went off, but I still got you on here. The last one I had was John Wall retiring. John Wall. Was he overrated?
Yeah.
Overrated. First overall pick. The backcourt that was supposed to be better than Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. It was not to be. Beal and Wall was not meant to be. Overrated? What do we got with him, T? What do you make of John Wall?
Well, I heard
Colts.
people say that he needs his number retired. I was like, "What are we talking about here?" John Wall? Yeah, completely overrated.
Casey, you're the same way.
Yeah.
Talented player, but didn't live up to the hype.
I mean, he averaged 18 points a game. Not saying it's terrible for a career, believe
You have
me.
your number
But
retired?
I mean,
I don't know. Good nothing.
I mean, yeah, I think that's just a lot to ask. He didn't bring anything like for Washington or Houston. Like, granted, I know he's injured the last 3 years, but nah, Hall of Fame, not even close, bro.
Hall of Fame. No.
Or Jersey, excuse me, maybe Kentucky, but not. I mean, come on, get out of here with the pros.
Terrell, overrated. John Wall.
No, I don't think so.
All
I
right,
don't think
make
so.
the argument. He did. You.
He made a lot of.
Oh, we're having some audio with you. You keep going though. You're good. I can hear you.
I don't know what's going on. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you though. Just keep going. You're good. So you have John
All right,
Wall not overrated. I got it.
I don't think he's overrated. He had a great college career. You know, he put a lot of butts in the seat in Washington. So it wasn't much to go watch the Wizards play or anything. So at least there was something kind of entertaining to go watch him.
He was an explosive point guard when he first came into the league. He did have a little stretch there. He did. Yes, he was famous for that. They had that little series versus the Celtics where they pushed it to 7. I think he might have had the game winner in that one, or was it maybe it was Beal that had the game winner? I always remember him for going at Klay Thompson at that point with it. But Terrell, glad that you could join us this morning, my man. Glad you could jump on. Hope that I know you're getting back on the mic. You might have your guy Teague on. You might have some shows coming up. So best of luck. Hope that we can do this a couple times during the football season as well. So glad that you could jump on. Not sure if you can hear me right now with it, but appreciate your time joining the show with it. Guys, that was a fun one. We're gonna have Jay on in a couple weeks from that other sports show, so we'll get into some more wrestling stuff at that point. We'll be right on the verge. We'll be hours from week 1 kicking off. We'll have Brian on Christmas Day spirit joining us that day. That's the happiest day of the year for Brian Johnson. So we'll have him.
We had to get NBA in today. We had to do it.
We had to get a little John Wallen. We had to get a little John Wallen, Brian. We had to get a little John Wallen. But no, Terrell, just wanted to say thanks, man. Thanks for jumping on. Look forward to hopefully doing it in the future here. I don't know if you can hear me.
Sounds good, Darren. I appreciate the time.
It's good to have you.
All right. We'll see you guys next week on Fatboy FadeAway. Peace.